he did not return the keys.
Why didn't you give the keys back?
She won't meet me. I called her. She won't meet me.
No. Why didn't you just leave the keys when you left?
So, do you think I'll see my money again?
This is the plaintiff, Lowell Bismonte. He says the defendant's his former roommate and landlord. The defendant's a liar who said no pets were allowed in the house, but she secretly had a cat in her room. He is highly allergic, moved out, and now the defendant won't reimburse him the money she owes. The defendant's a greedy, dishonest woman, and he hopes he and the judge will teach her a lesson today in court. That's why he's suing for the $1,489.72 he's owed. This is the defendant, Katis Luberis. She says the plaintiff told her he had to leave because his father was having open heart surgery and he needed to be back in Tennessee. When he moved out, he caused damage to his closet door. He left all sorts of food in the fridge and never even returned her keys. Owe him money? Ha! She's accused of lousy landlording. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for damages and lost rent.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Lowell Bismonte?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you are suing Katis Luberis, did I pronounce it correctly?
Correct.
For $1,489.72, constituting the return of your security deposit, a Costco bill that you paid for her, a stop payment fee, and lost wages for having to come to court. You have a counterclaim against him for $5,000. You say you're actually out $8,000, more than $8,000, for rent from March when he left to November of 2016, and the amount it cost you to fix a closet door and change locks and your lost wages. Let me hear from you first.
Yeah, I met Katis through Craigslist. Then she told me about the place, so I went there, I checked it out. I said, it's okay, it's fine. We talked about not having any pets. Then
when did you move in?
I moved in I think the weekend after Thanksgiving of November.
Okay, so who's on the lease? Both of you or just one of you?
Just mine. It's my apartment.
He's your subletter. You were
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And the deal was that he would pay what?
The deal was that he would pay, the rent was $900 a month for the room, but after, he begged me to reduce the rent, I reduced it to $850, so we agreed to $850 a month.
Okay. And what kind of place is it? Is it a house? Is it an apartment?
It's an apartment.
Okay. How many bedrooms?
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms. And who was living in the 3rd bedroom?
Nobody.
Okay. You lower the rent to $850?
Yes, correct.
Correct? And then do you have him sign a lease?
No, we verbally agreed.
Okay, well, are you aware that when you verbally agree, it's a month to month? It's not, you don't get to verbally agree to more than a month to month. For it to be more than a month to month, and that's part of your lawsuit where you're suing for prospective rent for a whole year, that it has to be in writing.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
You do now. Okay.
Okay.
All right, now, so you move in the beginning of December or right after Thanksgiving, and you live there for how long?
Until I left, 3 months.
Okay, and when you leave, why do you leave?
She took home a cat, and I just can't stand the cat in the morning, and smelling the cat in the morning, and I'm allergic to cats, and they keep on roaming around the house.
Okay, when did you get a cat?
Maybe around February.
But didn't you run that by him before you did it?
Well, no, I did not, because that was not, he never mentioned that he didn't want to have any pets or anything like that.
Right, but he lives there, so
Right.
Wouldn't he have to, so why are you so mad that he was leaving? Like if you brought a cat into the play and he didn't like the cat, that's a perfectly legitimate reason for him to leave.
I wouldn't have had a problem with getting rid of the cat, because actually I got the cat because we had a mouse in the house.
Okay.
And so somebody had mentioned...
There's a mouse in the house.
Yes,
Okay.
somebody had mentioned that, the smell of a cat would run the mouse away.
Okay.
So I got the cat. If he had told me, listen, the cat was a problem, I would have gotten rid of the cat.
So in any event, you are there for 3 months, and then after the 3 months, you decide the cat's too much. Do you ever mention the cat to her?
Yes, ma'am.
What does she say?
At first, she tried to keep the cat inside her room, so
Right.
It won't bother me. But
Right.
at the middle of the night, she let it out.
Okay.
And when I go to the bathroom, and we cross paths.
You and the cat?
Yes,
Did the
ma'am.
cat give you the evil eye?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
So when do you tell her I have to go?
I told her like the first week of February
Okay.
that I gave her 4 weeks notice.
Now, according to you, she tells you that if you leave by March 5th, she'll re-rent it and all the else.
There's a person's gonna move in, gonna take the room, and if I move out that same day, she's gonna give me the rent and the security and the Costco
And what
bill.
would happen with those 5 days of March? Nothing? You didn't have to pay for that?
No.
Okay. You think he should be paying for March?
No, that's not what happened.
don't deny
I agreed that if he moved out,
Right.
that I didn't care about the 5 days.
Okay.
Because I would be able to rent the place out to somebody that I had lined up.
Okay.
But I was not able.
So what happened? That person bailed out?
No, he did not return the keys.
Why didn't you give the keys back?
She won't meet me. I called her. She won't meet me.
No. Why didn't you just leave the keys when you left?
So, do you think I'll see my money again?
Well, then you go to court. You didn't see your money then either, and now she's got the excuse that you didn't give her the key. So you took the keys as hostage?
Yes, Mom. I have the key right now. I gave it to her.
Nobody wants it now because you already changed the locks, right?
Correct.
How much did the locksmith cost you? You eventually called the locksmith, right? Do you have a receipt?
406. Oh, yes. I have the handyman sent me.
I have a handyman thing,
Yes.
but he's not.
There
Is
you
he
go.
the one who changed it?
Yes.
Okay, so that cost $406.87 for you to change
For
a
the
lock.
railing.
Say it again.
For the railing in the closet.
Why? What
It
happened
was-
with the railing in the closet?
It was broken.
May I see a picture of it?
Sure.
Okay, so you've submitted into evidence some photographs. This is your telephone. I guess you're trying to show me the date.
Right.
What is this? What are you showing me here?
This is part of the railing. There's supposed to be 2 prongs that holds the door, the doors together.
So this little railing that goes on the floor that a closet door slides
And on
on.
top.
What do you think he did with it?
And on top, I don't know. I mean, he had a whole bunch of stuff in there, so maybe he broke it with it, taking his stuff out.
Okay, where's the railing from the closet?
Your Honor,
Where's the railing from the closet?
I have no idea, but this is, that picture is when it's before I move in. They've been renovated the place.
What is that a picture of?
That's the box that I found there.
You're talking
That's his
about
stuff.
a unused box.
That's his stuff. That's his property.
And you think that's going to cause him to have to pay rent for? All right.
Listen,
I'm not
that's
coming
why you're the
back
judge.
Okay.
I'm just showing you what I see.
It becomes personal because she was asking for 2 kids from me, and then she'll go for welfare. I said no.
What do you mean 2 kids?
She wants to pregnant 2 kids from me.
She wanted a
I
what?
couldn't even support myself, and I got 2 kids for her.
Wait,
What is he talking about?
Wait, what are you saying?
No.
She
wants
wanted
2
you
kids.
to give her 2 more kids?
Yeah, from me.
Oh my
From
God.
you.
I
And
said no.
why
Then
would
you
she
go to
want 2
welfare?
of your kids?
Yes, he's 50 years old living in a room. Come on.
No, she wants.
She wants you to impregnate her. I get it. I understand. Why would she want to
though.
bear
Look at your
2 of your
face.
children?
I don't know. I said, and you go to welfare. I said no. But
What did you think was the reason so she could
delusional.
get
She
more
become
welfare?
personal.
reason.
She become personal. Instead of giving me the rent money, the security, and finish it like that. No, she wanted it harder than this.
Right, and apparently it got pretty hard because I'm reading the text between the 2 of you and it was racial and it
Your
was
Honor.
awful.
Yes, Your Honor. What happened to my money? If she give it to me, there's no problem. We don't end up like that.
Where you're calling her the N-word
Yes, Your Honor. I admit that because she won't give
and
me my
you're
money.
saying he can't get a woman, that's why you hear him doing things in the shower and
Which
then
is
you
true.
make,
Oh my God.
you
Which
make
is true.
anti-Asian
Oh my
slurs, you
God.
call
This is
him yellow.
No, Your Honor. If she give me the money the first time, it would end up like this. You know?
If you gave her the keys, you might have gotten the money.
She wasn't there. She
So
left.
you leave them.
I give you the 170 without you
we
being
can
there.
swap money and keys.
Yeah, you don't swap money and keys. You give keys first and money later. That's how it works because she has time to look at it and assess damages. She doesn't have to give you the money when you leave, and you do have to give the keys when you leave. But how do you figure that that's not only going to entitle you to keep an $850 security deposit, but to sue him then for $5,000 a statutory maximum?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Is it too risky to get a roommate through Craigslist?
Yeah, I think so.
Why do you say?
Because people are sketch on Craigslist.
They may everybody sketch on Craigslist?
Yes.
Huh? What do you say?
It's very rare to find a good person on Craigslist, I think.
Would you ever do it?
No, you just don't know what you're gonna get. I'm just not comfortable with the whole process at all.
But when do you know what you're going to get really until you live with somebody?
No, you're right about that, Harvey. I've often thought about that when I'm considering using Craigslist.
It's a true statement going inside the courtroom.
The most you'd be entitled to is what it costs to have a locksmith go and make you a new key and change the locks. That's the only thing you'd be entitled to when someone wrongfully keeps the keys.
I personally don't have any problem with not getting any money. It really doesn't matter to me. But what I'm saying is, I understood that when you have an agreement, you have to uphold the agreement.
Yeah, but it has to be a material breach of the agreement.
Okay, so
someone
then
leaving a pristine cardboard box is not entitled to you to $850.
That's why you are the judge and
All
not
right,
me.
Okay, I got it. If at most what you spent was $406.87, what would you be able to deduct from the security deposit other than that when you had an arrangement that he would leave on March 5th? Your answer to that is, yes, Judge, but he didn't give me the key.
He did not move out.
Right, but then when those people came on March 5th to go in there, they had to have had another reason not to be moving in, because when they come in, all you have to do is call a neighbor and they'll break the lock.
No, I told them they could not move in because I did not have the keys to the room, and I did not have, the room was not relinquished to me.
All right, folks, here's what's gonna happen. He's not allowed to keep the keys. I'm gonna allow you to deduct $150 for that. That's probably a reasonable cost for what it would have been to go ahead and get a locksmith in that day and have those people move in. So I'm going to deduct from his recovery the $150. But based on the text that you have back and forth, once you get through all the racial slurs that each of you throw at the other one, what I do see, and you agree to this, is that there was an agreement that if he left the 5th, that, then you wouldn't be keeping a security deposit, which means that there's no rent for March that he owes you, and that he is going to get it back assuming there's no damage. And the assuming there's no damage part is what you want me to find based on what the pictures you're showing me, and they don't show damage, frankly. They don't show that there was ever a railing in there for that closet door. In fact, the wood is pristine there, so I think you're reaching, and it worries me. We've been over all of this. You understand now why you don't get rent for a whole year on the place? By the way, is the place rented out now?
No.
Okay, how come?
Because it's still rented to him.
It's not. You're wrong on the law. Okay, so I'm going to order the return of the $850 security deposit plus the Costco bill. That's a total of $1,019.72 minus $150 for the keys, and that means a total judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $819.72. That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you.
Well, the plaintiff prevails on his lawsuit. The defendant fails on her countersuit. You're smiling coming out.
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes, I am very happy.
You lost the case, but that's all right with you.
It really doesn't matter. It's not about money.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh. Now, here comes Mr. Bustamante. You were seeking $1,500. You got just a little over $800 back.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
You
okay.
okay?
Yes.
You happy now?
Yes, I'm happy. At least he didn't scam me.
All right. You must sign some documents that way, please. Harvey?
I got to tell you something. If you do use Craigslist or you move in with a stranger, I'm not trying to be paranoid here, but I would do a background check on anybody that I move in with.